Space Jam 2: The New Legacy. Is this sequel a slam dunk, or is it a slam dump into the toilet bowl?
Let's find out on today's Angry episode.
It's an Angry Movie Critic with a gun.
And also starring me, Dan Nowakowski.
Hi, I'm the Angry Movie Critic with a gun. I'm a certified cinema expert with the gun to prove it. And on today's show, we'll be taking a look at the latest Warner Brothers pig-suckling slosh pile, the biggest one since Joss Whedon's Justice League, Space Jam 2: The New Legacy. But before I tell you what I thought of this movie, let me turn now to my co-host, Dan Nowakowski, as he gives us all the latest celebrity gossip in a segment that we call Dan's Hollywood Corner. Dan?
Thanks, critic. Hi everyone, it's me, Dan Nowakowski. Welcome to Dan's Movie Corner, the only show that has me, Dan Nowakowski. Now, I've loved movies since I was just a little guy. Now, I'm a much bigger guy, and I would like to share that love with all of you. But before we talk about the movies, let's talk about the folks that make them. Here's what's happening in the Hollywoods. We're going to do something a little different on Dan's Hollywood Corner. You may not know this, but sometimes the Hollywoods can be a little scandalous. Here to talk about his latest scandal is noted usurper and former French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. Well, guys, it looks like he decided to Bonaparte ways with us this week. I tried that joke on my dad last night, and he said that it needs improvement. Anyway, our real guest today is another famous French war criminal, and he is here to tell us why he was excluded from the movie Space Jam 2: A New Legacy. Everybody, please put your hands together for Pepe Le... Pepe Lou... No... Peppy the Skunk. So, Peppy, would you like to start by introducing yourself? A man of few words, I see. Well, Peppy, let's just start with Space Jam. Now, I understand there was some controversy related to your involvement in the film. Would you like to share your side of the story? Wow, guys. For me, the silence says it all. Peppy, I don't like to get political on my show, but what you did was wrong, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Maybe in the future, you'll learn to be a little bit more respectful of other people. And frankly, that's all I've got to say about it. Next time on Dan's Hollywood Corner, I'll bring on my dad, and we'll talk about what exactly needs improvement when it comes to writing jokes about 19th century French historical figures. And that's what's happening in the Hollywoods. Back to you, critic.
Thank you, Dan, for that wonderful interview with my personal favorite Looney Tune, Peppy the Skunk. Now, let's talk about the movie that he was unjustly pulled from. Space Jam 2: A New Legacy tells the story of LeBron James, or should I say, Jabroni Lames, as he rescues his son from the evil Don Cheadle. To do so, he must play a game of basketball with the Looney Tunes. Along the way, he comes across tons of other iconic characters being held captive by the tyrants at Turner, like the Iron Giant, the White Walkers, and TV's greatest villain, Kramer from Seinfeld. But before I rip this movie a big new stinky anus hole, let's hear what insight Dan has to share about this dookie pile of a movie. Dan?
Space Jam 2: A New Legacy is a fresh, bold take on a truly lovable classic. Timeless characters come face to face with brand new talent, creating an enjoyable experience for first-timers and old fans alike. My favorite old fan is this one from my dad's home office. It has ornate brass fixtures and well-polished mahogany blades. This old fan can be yours for the low price of $24.99 plus shipping and handling, and can be found on dansmoviecorner.com/store.
Dan, what did I say about promoting your several small businesses on this show?
Oh, gee. I'm real sorry, Critic. It won't happen again in this episode. I promise.
Well, speaking of shamelessly promoting your business, this maggot-infested cesspool of a film is chock full of corporate bullcrap. This movie is nothing but a 2-hour-long commercial for basketball. I mean, come on. Who even watches sports anymore? The NBA knows that if the only way they can get people to care about their stupid little dribbly game is to put it alongside such iconic and culturally relevant characters like Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, and the alcoholic Granny. All I wanted was a huge multiverse colliding movie where all the different characters from Warner Brothers start fighting each other. Why'd they have to ruin it and throw basketball in there? I mean, it's not like if you take basketball out of Space Jam, then the whole premise falls apart. Yeah, it'll work without basketball. I don't know why nobody's saying this, but this is actually Space Jam 3. Yeah, I saw Space Jam 2. I remember seeing that. There was no sports in it. There was Brendan Fraser and a flying car, but no basketball whatsoever. So why do they have to take a big, smelly puke all over this movie and ruin it by putting basketball in it? Nobody likes big, dumb basketball! And while we're on the subject of basketball, let's talk about the star of this movie, Jabroni Lames. Jabroni was originally a basketball athlete before making the jump to the big screen in recent years. And in this movie, he's way too much to handle. Jabroni's screen presence is so massive that he's chewing on the scenery in every scene that he's in. He's chewing so much, you would think that he was my brother Dylan at Thanksgiving last year when he chewed up all the deviled eggs. That's right, Dylan. I saw you eat all the deviled eggs. That was the last year Mama made them before she died, and I never got any. Look, we all get it, Mr. Lames. You're a Shakespearean-trained actor, but you're in the movie with the Looney Tunes, for crying out loud. Have some fun with it, won't you? Give all the other characters some of the time on the screen that they need. Why did Warner Brothers think that they needed to give so much screen time to Jabroni Lames when they own the rights to all of the Jokers? That's right, folks, it's time to talk about the biggest plot hole in this movie. If this movie really takes place inside of the Warner Brothers Studios computer server, then that means every single Joker who has ever been on screen is in this movie. So if Jabroni really wanted to get his son back, why didn't he just get all the Jokers to do it? The Jokers would have gone right up to Don Cheadle and shot him with their many guns. Boom! Movie over. Come on, this plot hole is so big, it's so idiotically stupid. Oh, it makes my brain feel like it's turning to mush, it's turning into mushy feces just thinking about it. Oh. In conclusion, Space Jam 3, The Legacy Collection, is a shameless empty husk of a film, the disowned love child of a greedy studio and a stupid sports company that has absolutely zero fans. The overuse of basketball, combined with the overacting of Mr. Lames, creates a film that will leave real Warner Brothers multiverse fans really ticked off and wanting more. I would rather have the Tasmanian Devil eat Porky Pig and take a big stinky sloppy mud pie in my good ear than have to sit through this underwear poop smear of a movie ever again, which is why I sentence this film to death. Now, as many of my devoted fans will tell you, the thing that I am the best at is killing bad movies with my big gun. Now, seeing that we have a lot of truly terrible, awful, cracktastic movies to get through before the end of this year, I'm going to need some heavier artillery. So, I've decided to do something a little different with this part of the show, and I've decided to bring in a representative from the Acme Corporation to try and pitch me on some new firearms.
Hey everyone, it's me, Dan Nowakowski. Welcome to Dan's Gun Corner, presented by Acme.
Dan, what are you doing? Where's the Acme rep that we hired?
Hey, I'll ask the questions here, bucko. Did you know that you have rights?
Constitutional.
Do you feel oppressed by the mainstream liberal media?
Fake news.
Are you a fictitious southwestern coyote with limitless financial resources and a lust for avian blood?
Slapstick comedy.
The swamp creatures in Washington won't tell you this, but I will. You have the freedom to arm and defend yourself.
Politicians hate him.
Put your trust in Acme and come on down to Dan's Gun Corner. We got big guns, little guns, and tiny guns. Rifles that are perfect for rabbit season or duck season. Plus, all you can eat shrimp cocktail.
Cry about it, snowflake.
Stick it to the libs with Acme. Only at Dan's Gun.
Thank you for watching this episode. Make sure to like and follow and subscribe for more videos of me, and sometimes Dan. Tell me what craptastic movie that you're looking the least forward to the most.